How's it going, everybody? Adam, aka The Real Simzo, back at you with another awesome video. In today's video, we're actually going to be doing a top 10 cover challenge from 2022. One of the other YouTube channels that I follow, Cole's Comics Claims, actually had a top 10 2022 cover challenge where he basically challenged a couple of folks to go out and make their own video or social media post just showing off their favorite covers from 2022. Now, his only kind of stipulation is that you have to have the comic. So I went through CLZ, grabbed the top 10 that I liked the most, and none of these are in any particular order. I just kind of wanted to show off my top 10 from 2022. So why don't we go ahead and get started? Number one is, I say number one, like I said, no particular order of this at all. But the first one that I chose was the Miles Morales #1 by Peach Momoko. Something about this book, I just love Peach Momoko's artwork. I know that maybe is a controversial statement, which it shouldn't be at all, but something about it reminds me so much of the old cool like Final Fantasy artwork from way back in the day, and I guess they still do it for some, but love that comic. Just such a cool cover. I really like the way that that looks. Now, the next issue that I've got is actually Orc Island #4. This is by Luis LaRosa, and I gotta say, I really like this. Out of all of the Bad Idea comics, Orc Island admittedly hasn't been my #1. I've been really big into Escape from Wyoming, but look at that front cover. I mean, the colors on it are incredible. It's just incredibly clear, great work. I just love this. Such a great cover. Wow, look at that. Awesome cover. Now, my next issue is Power Rangers 101 by, I believe it's Matthias Manhani. Tried to get that correct. Something about that's just so nostalgic, like seeing all of those Rangers together. I loved it. What a cool cover. Really been into the Power Ranger stuff lately. I think it's an absolute nice blast from the past a little bit. You know, I read the first, I think, 30 issues when Kyle Higgins was writing it, got to meet him in Knoxville and everything and had him sign a bunch of books. And then I kind of tapered off around, I think it was like 35, 36, and picked it back up around issue 100. And I've really been enjoying it. But on to my next book. This is a variant cover, Thor 24 by Alex Maleev. Something about this cover just really stood out to me. If I remember correctly, Thor 24 had a bunch of variants, and something about this, like the way Mjolnir looks, just the way it looks heavy, like Thor's having to just barely able to keep it up. I thought that was so cool, and just the amazing detail on this cover. Really dig it. It's funny because I didn't think I was much of a like variant cover hunter, and I don't consider myself one, but a lot of my picks were variants, and then I started going through comics that I bought in 2022, and a lot of them were variants, and I think I've maybe realized I have a bit of a like issue. I see a cool comic cover and I just get it. Like, I've not read a lot of these. In fact, the ones I've shown off are the ones I have read, but I'm about to get into some that I never even opened and pulled out of the bag and board. In fact, tonight is the first night they've been out since the comic shop put them in just for you all. So next on my list, Detective Comics 1064 by Evan Cagle. Something about this cover really did it for me. Just that contrast between the white and black and red. I mean, look at that suit. Something about this is just so ominous and creepy. I really like this cover, and I'm not even a big Detective Comics fan. I typically just roll with the main Batman series, but really enjoyed that cover. That's such a cool one. Next on the list, we have got Harley Quinn #18. Now, this is the retro variant where they're kind of doing some throwbacks to original covers from original series. This one was so neat. You know, it's an old throwback to a Batman cover that has Batman and Robin on it, and that cover was done by Bob Kane, so it looked like they had this one attributed to Bob Kane and Ryan Sook, who I would assume probably did the like Harley Quinn piece here. But I really loved this cover. Something about that yellow just really pops, everything about it. It's just such a cool concept. I really digged those retro variants. Something about them really grabbed my attention. Next on the list, we have got Human Target #6 by Greg Smallwood. Now, this is another comic that I did not read. I don't know anything about Human Target, but it's got my boy Guy Gardner on it. How cool is that cover? I love that. That's such an awesome cover. I was told that Guy gets the crap beat out of him in this, which he probably deserved it, but something about that cover, really liked it as well. Next, I have got Monkey Prince number 3, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this name right. I believe it is In-hyuk Lee that did this cover, and I mean, how cool is that? You've got the Monkey Prince and Batman. They're in awesome positions. Just something about this, too. I loved it. Like, what an awesome cover. And again, I think this is another variant. I don't think that this is, yep, right here it says variant. So this is not the main cover, but I definitely wanted to grab this one. I really, really have been enjoying the Monkey Prince series. And James Gunn, if you're listening, you got to get us a Monkey Prince TV show. Come on, man, do your job. You got to get in there. I mean, you're bringing us Booster Gold. I can't complain about that. I'm so stoked. Oh my gosh! If you've not seen the video of James Gunn talking about the future of the DC universe, I'll put a link in the description or link over to it or something. Go watch it. Let me know what you think. I cannot wait to see what he's coming up with. Green Lantern series and a Booster Gold series, and a Swamp Thing movie. Jeez, off topic. Regardless. The next up on the list is actually an Aquaman book. It is Aquaman Andromeda number 1. And shoot, I did not write down that cover artist, but I am pretty sure it's Christian Ward. But for an Aquaman book, look at that cover. It is gorgeous. I mean, there's just so much going on here, and I've loved this series. It is one of the best Aquaman series out there. If you've not picked up Andromeda, please do yourself a favor. Go pick up Andromeda. It's incredible. Now, last on the agenda here is a book that I actually did get graded, so you have seen this before, but it is The Room by Gavin Fullerton, and there is a lot of glare there, so I will have just a normal picture up, but I gotta say, something about that cover is just so creepy and so ominous. I love it. Ever since I was a kid, I've kind of had a thing with the doors like that, like all the doors have always got to be closed. When I saw that on the shelf, I just had to get it. It was like immediately, holy cow, that's creepy. That's going to be something odd. I want to get my hands on it. And I've said it before here on the channel. I really enjoyed that series, which is why I got it sent off and signed. So I've been pretty happy in general with that signature series and just the 9.8. Like, I keep it up in the background. I love it. But there were my top 10 covers from 2022. This was a hard challenge. I had to open up CLZ, go through all my comics, and kind of really fine tune them. And I thought it would be easy, but after I went and looked at the ones I tagged, I had roughly like 32 issues. So I had to go back through, kind of find that criteria that I had for what made those top 10 covers. But I ultimately think I settled on some really great ones. So what were your top 10 covers from 2022? I know this video is a little later into 2023, but I'm interested in knowing what were your favorite top 10 covers from 2022. If you decide to do a video, please tag me or tag Cole's Comics Claims so that way you can be part of their challenge, and let us know. We're all interested in knowing what you've got going on. If you're enjoying the channel, I would really love it if you left me a like, commented on the video, let me know some of your favorite covers from 2022, or maybe even some covers you've really liked so far in 2023. And if you're enjoying my content, please subscribe. I've got a lot of stuff coming down the line, and I can't wait for you to see it. Have a good one, and I'll see you in a couple weeks.